So, hi Prabhasni, how are you?
Fine. Hello, Navya. Wonderful meeting you.
Same here, Prabhasni, and thank you so much for joining us for this interview. And
Thank
always good to connect to artists and know about you and your life and how you create these beautiful pieces. That actually find a place in all our houses. I think art pieces are something that all of us like just decorating, but creating them is actually something. So compliments.
Wonderful. That is what inspires us. How much can we create and put at our own houses only?
Right.
That's how I feel we spread the joy. In fact, the venture that I have started,
Mhm.
High on Art, by the name High on Art,
Yes.
the motto spreading the joy of art. So I
Wow.
would love to go ahead and, each piece should bring joy to every home. So that's how I feel about it.
That's since you connecting so much to it, even other people will connect to it. So if I have a piece from you, of course I know there's so much hard work gone into it, so much love gone into it, that of course develop, a connect. So I would like to know a little bit about your art style, the art form
Yes.
that you do. Is there a particular style of painting, a particular
Uh,
medium that you use, something?
So I feel every artist grows, as a person, and the art is so integral a part of any artist that the art also, along with the artist, it grows and changes in style. So when I look at my own artwork, I see that initially when I was doing, I was into a more traditional, painting sort of artwork. My art, I can see a change in that has come about gradually. And now when I have started High on Art, when I thought of, spreading the joy of art, so it has now, in a manner, it has become more, home decor, more contemporary. So that's how I look at it. And I, as an artist, I have seen I go through phases. So there are phases when you are into florals. So again, floral is something I feel very connects with, bringing joy. I feel anybody, it's like a smiling face. Nature smiles at you with florals. So into florals. And then there are greens. These things go very well in home decor. Also, I do a bit of kitchen art. Nowadays, fruit, such things that look very good in a kitchen or a dining area setting. It looks very good. Now, I think my style is gradually evolving into more contemporary and more home decor range.
Lovely to know. It's good to see how you actually, the transition is actually very nice. So you base
Right.
how, as per the market needs, also, I think the home decor is also a little bit inspired because of the market needs.
Yes, yes. How I also felt when I started the venture with this name is that when you wanted to go to, connect with people, and people should pick it up and take it to their home. You also have to look at their taste. So it is, in a way, yes, market needs. So very rightly put in business perspective, and it's very important for the art as such and the business as such, both to be in a balance, because then only it can sustain, it can move on, move forward and grow.
Have you learned this from somewhere? The art that you do, is there any formal training, or what was your education or your life apart from art? Could you tell us a little bit, take us a little bit back in your life and tell us how you reached here?
I do not have any formal training in art. In fact, from childhood, I was inclined towards art. Yes. Well, I love to, find out time from my studies to, this is what gave me joy. So I was always this inclination. But definitely, you're looking at a career, you're studying, there is 10th, 12th, so such things. Then your graduation, post graduation. I did graduation. I come from let me start from the beginning. I come from a village in Orissa. Thakurpada is the name of the village. And my parents still are staying there. Since my father had a government job, I have done my schooling all over India along with my parents moving from place to place. So I've grown up in a multicultural environment, I would say. Then again, my graduation, post graduation, I did in my home place, which is Orissa, around Bhubaneswar and Cuttack. After that, the very interesting part of my life is that I have been a veteran. I joined the army and served the services for close to about 9 years. Wow. Yeah, thank you. And that was again a very, something that a dream come true for me, for a little girl when she, imagines that one day I will wear uniform, and she does. One day she goes ahead and she does. So made my parents really proud. Marriage, kids happened while, I was in the army only. At a point, I needed to give a little more time to my family with the small kid and everything. So at around, and it was at that time, it was a short service in the army. So I left around, I took a release from the services. So as at the rank of major. So yeah, and after that again, you cannot once you've been into a very 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 packed schedule, you cannot sit at home and be a housewife. You want to do something more, while you are also looking after your family. So I have gone to IIM Lucknow after that. I feel later in life also I have continued studying a little bit more. So I did a general management program there, which was again a lot of education. Lot of education happened there as well. Lot of things we came to know, because I was in the science background and I was only studying science. But once you come to a management program, you come to look at things from all perspectives. At the world, your perspective for world also, moves on and changes. After this, I have worked in bank, in nationalized bank for about 3 years plus. And again, a kind of I wanted to, all this while at the back of my mind, I had that I want to do something in art. Even during my study at IIM Lucknow, my entrepreneurship project was a project which is art based, which is somewhat very close to what High on Art is. The project was way bigger. I think I'm going to, I have to gradually work on every part of it to make High on Art what that project was supposed to be. And then last 1 year, I have been focusing on this venture of mine, which I have called High on Art. The reason I have named it High on Art is that I wanted it to be something that is bigger than the artist. But I just don't want it to be just one personality oriented. I would definitely want to ahead in life, to expand it further. So last 1 year I have been focusing on it, and less than 1 year when I've actually started. So we are very new, venture, we would call it.
Very interesting journey, I must say. I mean, army and then studying again in IIM again, and coming from a state like Orissa, clubbed together. I think it's all beautiful in itself.
Thank
So that was about what you did. Now I'd also like to know about what are your future plans. So I'm guessing you want to have a lot of other artists come together and create under the brand name and reach homes and houses and spread love. So that is something I've gathered. Anything else and more light you'd like to throw upon your future plan?
It is, I think I would say the dreams are really big and widespread. But then when you talk about, very specific, I would like to take one step at a time. And yes, my future plan does have expanding it with few more artists so that we are able to serve. One artist as a person cannot serve every taste and every. I would like to have variety and choice.
Right.
And reaching homes definitely will be one of the very, very important aspects. The day I wrote down what all High on Art is going to be, a very important and integral part is going to be sustainability, which is being environment friendly, environment conscious. The little ways like just packaging, to just packaging the art, it should be in material that is not causing harm to the nature, to maybe something which we can do by recycling. You create art out of something that is reused in a very beautiful way.
This is the need of the hour, and if you can add art to it, nothing better than that. So you actually have beautiful sustainable recycled products. I mean, that sounds so good in itself. Prabhasni, while we were actually doing a little bit research on you, I came across this thing that you also interested in trekking. So I mean, that's a very interesting hobby to have. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, probably it comes from my army days, my training days, probably. That right now, I must also tell you, right now I'm based in the beautiful place Dharamshala, which is all surrounded by mountains all around, greenery, beauty here. And yes, I love to go out and trek. It's a way of just connecting with nature, and kind of you breathe in all the greenery, all the beauty. You're right. I mean, totally surrounded by nature. You know, trees, mountains. You're away from your house and you're surrounded by nature. So trekking is something really, really interesting, and I do, enjoy going out. And when you come back, you are so much in a, artistic mode. Your inspiration dawns on you. One of the things also that triggered, the start of High on Art is also being in this beautiful, place like Dharamshala.
I think you're in the best place that you could be in. You started high on art, but I've seen people who are creative, who are artists, but they don't take their art professionally, or they need that push, to make it their career choice or to make it something that they'd like to pursue full time. So, could you tell me a little bit more about what was the changing moment or the person who brought you that push, who gave you that push? Okay, now I should start my career in art, or at least take this more seriously and make it, a larger part of my life.
It was there as a child, as I said. I was always, inclined towards art, and it always brought joy to me. And you pursue your career and other things. You are in that rat race, that the world is in. So you have to go through that probably, and then at one point when you look back and you feel what is more important to me. When I looked back and when I thought of it, even I am Lucknow made me very highly competitive. I wanted to go out there and probably land a really high paying job and such things. But then when you look back, sit down and look at what you actually want in life. That's what happened with me. And I realized I want to do something that I want to continue, leave as a legacy, and when I get old, and I still enjoy it. If there is something like that, probably it all pointed towards art. The pointers were always there. Some pointer here or there, they were always pointing me towards that. So when you realize that passion, that finally you get one day, you take that plunge. So I took that plunge one day. I always wanted to, and one of the days you take the plunge and you decide that this is what you are going to do. So that's great. Plus, you asked me about what about artists. See, my advice to the artists would be that it's not necessary that you make it a business. It's not at all necessary. What is important is I feel as an artist, you should be connected with yourself. If you enjoy doing it, you should do it. Even at home, in after office. And by art, I would again expand it further. It doesn't have to be surface art. It can be any manner. So many people, artists can be a singer. I will take it to that realm as well. Or maybe even those who are into sports, something that takes you from the regular day to day to a realm that is, where you're connecting with your own self. So one should pursue it, definitely. You don't have to make it a business. But then if you want to, you should. Why not?
Basically, the point is that you continue doing what you like doing and don't just keep it away. I think that is where we're getting, just continue what you do, keep getting happy from your work. Just don't leave it. Just don't think I'll do it later. I think they should at least just keep continuity, in their art. I think that is important, right?
And in this direction, what I have also started is I have also started a YouTube channel recently. That was again from the same point of view of connecting with more people, and probably my idea of trying to spread the joy. I want that people who are working or in the regular day-to-day schedule, they can always find a little time and connect with art. And that's why what I do in my YouTube videos is that I try to show a very simple way of doing. A loose style is what I try to promote through my channel. Again, it is by the name High on Art.
Is there any particular art piece that you were doing that holds some high value in your life? Something in particular that you want to talk about, that one art piece that you feel very happy about, or it's at a place that you're very proud of?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one piece which is very close to my heart. I keep it in my own room. That's because there is something connecting about this one, and I really did it with a lot of heart into it. So this is one of those when I had not yet started High on Art, and these are the kinds of pieces that have inspired me to go ahead and do something more and bigger.
No, and I think choosing to put your favorite piece in your bedroom is a very good decision. Actually, your art, it is for yourself at the end of it. You paint for your own happiness. So I think, and that piece is really, really beautiful. It's very well
Thank
done.
you.
Before we finish this interview, before we end it, could you, in a line, tell us about your life motto, a statement or a belief that you follow?
One thing that I feel and follow is that we are here on this planet for a very short while, and we should bring positivity, spread positivity and joy to whatever we do.
Basni, it was really nice connecting with you and talking to you. and it's so good to know artists like you. It's a beautiful feeling, and I really hope we get to meet in person someday, and talk more about art and the love for art. But till then, see you, and we'll talk to you some other time. Thank
Wonderful,
you so much.
wonderful. Thank you
So much for
so
being.
much. Thank you so much, Navya, for connecting with me.